Should we alert the authorities that we're here? All right, quick update. The ECU issue. After a lot of back and forth with the company and testing stuff and them telling me to do different stuff to get some type of diagnostic out of it, didn't really find out anything solid on what it could be. Finally, they just said, all right, we're gonna send you, they said they're gonna send me another ECU, and they're also gonna send a complete harness, but basically just 2 connectors with the essential wires. So that way, if I still have the issue, I could plug in this new little jumper harness that they're sending, and that will be just the essential wires that I need. And I think with that, I should be able to read any codes or anything on it. But that way, if there's an issue on the harness, this new harness that they're sending will verify if things are correct or not. I really hope I plug in this new computer and it works as it should. That'd be great. If the issues persist, I don't know. But anyway, in the meantime, I had to relocate. There was a body mount right here that stuck off, and that was what held this front core support up. So I just had to basically cut that off in order to get the intercooler piping to go right here. And I just got some body mount bushings, put some washers and some nuts through them. So that cleaned up real nice. I threw a fresh coat of primer on a lot of this stuff. It had some surface rust on it, so it looks good from 10 feet away. I don't remember if I said or not, I got the radiator in, which is just a brand new factory, whatever, Ranger radiator. So it's all bolts in, no problem. Another thing I'm gonna try to get done maybe tonight is Tyler might come out and help me, and we're gonna try to get this bumper mounted up with the intercooler in it, and hopefully get that taken care of. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it done tonight, but we'll get either some ideas or we'll make some headway on that. After that's mounted up, the next big obstacle is the drive shaft, which we'll talk about that later. But hopefully this company will send out the new ECU, and hopefully it's here within like a week or so. Might be a few weeks before I get a video out and figure out what's going on with that, but we'll see how it goes. I wasn't really planning on coming out and working on this piece of shit Ranger today, but this morning I got a message from the company for the ECU, and they said, hey, check both the relays, make sure they're both working or whatever. So I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna come over here because I don't think they've sent out the new ECU and stuff yet. So he wanted me to check that, so I'm like, let me just get this over with. I'm off today, just knock this shit out. I also needed to put some spacers basically on the motor mounts, because once those motor mounts, once the rubber bushing kind of settled in, the motor sunk down low enough to where the passenger side motor mount was just barely resting on the cross member, and then the driver's side, the steering shaft was just barely clipping the intake manifold. So I just decided, fuck it. I just stacked maybe, I don't know, a little over a 1/4 inch of washers, big thick washers, put 3 on each side, stacked them up, and now the engine isn't touching anywhere. The steering column is, steering shaft is clear. So got that figured out. And to check the relays out. Check those out, relays are fine. I'll show you the little fuse box that comes with their kit. So here's the fuse box that comes with the ECU kit. As you can see, there's 2 relays in here, and then there's these fuses. So this first fuse, I just glanced at the side of it. Now this one that's in there now is a lot easier to see, and it's a 10 amp, but this 15 was in there. And I hate these fuses that don't have the clear sides. I could barely see it, and I was like, oh, it looks like the fuse is popped. So I pulled it out, I looked at it, verified. I'm like, yeah, it's popped. So I put another one in. I keyed it on, and it popped immediately. So that's no good, but it's also good because that is the issue. I don't know what that means. If you look at their paperwork, it shows, if you look at their paperwork for the fuses, you'll see F1, ECU, and sensors. You'll see that that's the one that's popping. So basically what that means is that that's some type of power to the ECU, so that's probably, or that's leading to the issue, right? So there must be a short somewhere, whether it's on their harness or my harness, which my engine harness shouldn't have a short because it's a brand new engine harness from Ford. Is it possible? Yes. So either way, there's a short somewhere in the system. I unplugged the ECU completely, keyed it on, fuse didn't pop. I left. So according to this company, they said for the ECU, one of the plugs is mainly for sensors, the other plug is for like power and communication or whatever the fuck it is. So I unplugged the one for the sensors, keyed it on, popped the fuse. That's when I unplugged the other one. Didn't pop. Not sure what that means, but I sent the guys in Portugal a message. They'll get back to me probably about 2-3 a.m. when it's morning for them, and hopefully they say, oh yeah, that means that this is messed up or something. Hopefully they can see the problem now, because before I'm having all these problems, can't read the codes, but there's nothing to lead us to the problem. They never told me, hey, check fuses, check relays. I mean, I guess that's something I probably should have just did automatically, but you know, I have a brand new harness. They make these harnesses and they test them before they send them out. So realistically, there shouldn't be any shorts anywhere, but I know anything's possible, whether it's on their end or on even Ford making these harnesses brand new. It could have some type of short in it. So anyway, hopefully they come back to me and have some solid info on what to do next, whether they send me a new harness or they send me a new computer. Whatever they do, hopefully they do it soon, because I've been waiting and messing with this thing for fucking weeks now, and it's time to start this piece of shit. So another video with no cool shit going on, but baby steps, right? Just picked those seats up for the Ranger. Was on Facebook Marketplace, seen them posted 25 minutes ago for free, sitting on the street, posted the address, jumped in the car, took off. Supposedly out of an 06 Mazda, looked pretty good.